Well, finally, my name is A-Zed has come to an end with episode 10, 11, and 12, which I will be reacting to today. And first of all, I just want to say, wow, what a ride and what a character and what a being that Azeez is. I mean, like, I hope in real life there is nobody that actually has it the way Azeez does, because it's like for every good thing that happens to him, there's a bad thing that follows right after. But don't let me jump. Let me start from episode 10.
Hello, this is Anthony Monjaro.
This is Blessing Egbe. This is Mona Lisa Chinda Coca.
Hi, my name is Ashonya Michelle Raka, and you're watching Screening Room.
Screening Room. The Screening Room.
In the screen room.
Screening Room with Adenike. By Adenike.
You know how we do it, people. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial.
Please, 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 please do not touch that dial.
Remember at the end of episode 9, there was that whole argument and arguments between Princess and A-Zed, with A-Zed calling her names and all of that. By the beginning of episode 10, A-Zed actually apologized to Princess and said he was sorry and whatnot, and Princess was like, yeah, whatever. And she went on her way. Thereafter, we found out, or A-Zed found this paper in his car that was the result of an HIV test that both Princess and Cassie did. The HIV tests were positive. Positive. Yeah. And I was like, ha. You know, the first thing that came to my mind was, I hope A-Zed used the condom when he got with Cassie. Like, for his sake, I hope he did. You know, that was what I was thinking. And then A-Zed got back to his room and got into a fight with Dare. And I will say that Dare did overreact. At the end of the day, he's your friend. He's not your husband. He's your friend. He's not your boyfriend. Do you understand? Like, the standards you hold those people to, they are quite different. So she sounded a bit entitled and a bit jealous and a bit, you know, I don't know, even me, I was just kind of like, Dare, you're overdoing it, stop it, you know. So I didn't like how Dare reacted to that whole situation. As regards the politics aspect of the story, remember, we know that, okay, Chief Judge didn't actually give up on the chairmanship. Well, it so happened that Chief Judge leaked Otumba's sex tape. You know, the game of politics is quite dirty. It's ridiculous, and it's not just Nigeria. All over the world, politics is quite dirty. But what shocked me was that, you know, A-Zed just went back to studying. He just went back as if it was business as usual. He didn't run as if he was being chased by a madman to the hospital to go get tested for HIV. Like, how are you gonna act as if everything is normal when you just found out that someone you were with was positive or tested positive for HIV? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, this boy is just So there's that scene in episode 10 between A-Zed and Cassie. No, actually, not even between A-Zed and Cassie. Before we get there, so apparently Junior, Otumba's son, gives Cassie 20M and told her to disappear, like run away, you don't belong here kind of thing, right? And Cassie takes the money and acts as if it's just another day at the office. Do you get? Like, she didn't panic, she didn't look like, so like, okay, someone was gonna come kill her. Like, who is going to, in this Nigeria, with the station of things, who is just going to wake up and give you 20M just like that, no strings attached? So for what? And then she gets back to the room with A-Zed, and she's telling A-Zed like, oh, let's run away together, which is quite ridiculous. Even me, I was looking at her like this, like, are you mental? You know. And then A-Zed was like, and she was trying to kiss all over him, and then A-Zed decided to ask her if the test was positive, and she said no. And I was like, why is this guy so slow? Like, you don't even need to ask. Okay, you go get tested. That is what a grown person does. You find out that kind of thing, go get tested with immediate effects. Like I said at the beginning of this reaction video, he does have the worst luck. Like when he was leaving, what's the name? Cassie gave him money, and on his way he was harassed by the police, got beaten and all of that. And I was just like, this is not the first time this is happening. You need to go and wash your head and do 7 days fasting. By episode 11, we realized that George actually abandoned Princess and her mom. That's why they don't have a good relationship. And Princess's mission was to actually destroy George, and that was what she promised her dying mom, and all of that. So that will explain. Actually, it doesn't explain anything just yet. But it just shows us where Princess is coming from. And by episode 11, I was like, yeah, it is confirmed. I definitely do not like this A-Zed's character because his priorities are misplaced. Like, his mom is still at the hospital. All the money that he's getting, what's he doing with it? All the money that they are giving him, how come his mom isn't getting treated? You know, did they say the mom was going to die regardless, and we don't know? Do you get, like, his priorities are just so messed up and so all over the place, and the only thing he knows how to do is to be at the beck and call of Cassie and Princess, and that is not a good way to live. And then even without getting tested, okay, just to confirm, at least just to be sure, he went and got with Fadikemi, the girl that I totally like. He went and got with her. At least that's what it looks like, because they were both lying down, you know, and then Fadikemi was like, oh, it's not like our relationship is that deep or something. So it got me thinking like, oh, did we really get with her without getting tested? Do you get what I'm saying? Like that action alone was irresponsible of him, and he put Fadikemi at risk. What if Cassie was lying? What if the results were true? What if you had gotten infected? Do you get what I'm saying? And then Cassie, who was given 20M, was still hanging around. Why are you still around, Princess? Why are you still hanging around? Why are you still going for this party? You don't need it. You have money that can set you up for life. But no, she's still hanging around. By the time we get to the finale, which is episode 12, we have a full picture of, you know, what has been happening, Princess's story, the questions we have, the relationship between Princess and Chief George, you know, and all of that. So they kind of explain all of that. I don't want to, you know, spoiler alert, I don't want to do that in this reaction. But yeah, all of that was explained in episode 12, and then they now gave us the biggest cliffhanger. Yeah. This person was shouting this person was shouting this person. It was just a mess. Like, it was there has to be a season 2. Maybe now I will go back and listen to the podcasts just so I can even get a bigger perspective on this whole story of Azeez, aka A-Zed. But yeah, that concludes the series. My name is A-Zed season 1. Anyway, are we going to get a season 2? Right now, I don't know. Maybe not, I don't know, but we will keep watching. I will stay tuned and let you know if they do come back with a season 2. But what do you guys think of the season? Have you watched it, or will you go complete the season if you haven't watched it? Or if you're waiting around to binge watch, now is a good time to go and binge watch, because the entire 12 episodes are there for you to just brushed through. Whatever your thoughts are, please leave them down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you again very soon. Remain in God, and God bless you. Mwah. Bye.